Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and every day we bring you up-to-date news, technical analysis. We highlight hidden gems so you can get in super early, make a ton of cash. If you like making money in crypto, hit the like button, subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications so you never miss a thing. Right, want to talk about KSI and how much money is lost in Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies due to some sort of leverage that he put on. Let's get into it. Let's talk everything KSI and leverage. Right, down to the desktop. Okay, so KSI has revealed he lost a staggering amount of money in Bitcoin due to the Bitcoin crash. The YouTube star and rapper admitted to the loss with an interview with Made in Chelsea star Jamie on a podcast called Private Parts. This is what they had to say. I heard you put some money into Bitcoin, Jamie asked, in reference to the cryptocurrency created in 2009 by a mystery figure using the alias Satoshi. KSI told Jamie, I put £2 million into Bitcoin. He continued, well, I say Bitcoin, I put in £2 million last year, November, December, but it was into cryptocurrencies. So by the sounds of it, it wasn't just Bitcoin. I made £7 million and now I've lost it all. It's mental is what KSI said. And that is a mental amount of money to be losing, right? So let's see sort of what else is covered in this article. It's been a full journey, but I had to experience it. I fully understand it now. I put money into things. I essentially leveraged myself and I kind of over leveraged myself to a point where I lost money because of it, right? This is what KSI is saying. So he's over leveraged himself basically. So let's talk about what leverage is really, right? So I think this is important. So leverage trading, say Bitcoin or crypto, essentially lets you amplify your potential profits, right? By giving yourself control of between 5 and even up to 100 times the amount you needed to open, right? So for example, if you wanted to invest $10,000 into a stock at the leverage ratio of say 1.10, making the margin 10%, you would only need to invest $1,000, right? With unleveraged crypto trading, you would need to invest $10,000. That's a considerable amount more. However, if your stock goes up, your profit margin is exactly the same. In other words, with leverage trading Bitcoin, much less capital is required up front to make the exact same profit. Of course, it is worth bearing in mind reverse is also true if your stock were to go down. Okay, I mean it's a dangerous game to be playing if you ask me, and this is something that Nick and myself talk about all the time. We always say we're not traders, we're not getting involved with that. You're better off, in our opinion, and obviously none of this is financial advice because we're not financial advisors, but to just hodl. It's been proven that by hodling that the average person will generate more than if they were trading, and it's because you're up against artificial intelligence, you're up against institutions. You go into a casino knowing that you're likely to lose. Now, unless you're hooked up, connected up with people in the know, or you're an absolute whiz when it comes to trading, and there's few and far between that number of people that are able to do that, right? It's a very small percentage of people that have got that skill set, and if you don't, you're going to get ruined. And I think this is what's happened to KSI here, really. So let's get back down to the desktop and continue reading this article. So KSI disagreed that investing in cryptocurrencies is a gamble, stating Bitcoin is here to stay. It is the future. It's just no one wants to accept it. I've lost £7 million and I'm still fully in crypto. Alex also appeared on the podcast, told KSI he should release another EP to make the money back. KSI, who released an album all over the place on Friday 16th of July, is an internet personality known for his commentary videos while playing FIFA video games. His channels have a combined 36 million subscribers. Maybe one day we'll get close to that. Don't forget to subscribe. He started his music career in 2015 with the top 30 single 𝗕𝗓𝗪𝗓. Interesting. Amongst vlogging and music, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗓 is well known for his boxing career, and at one time fought against fellow YouTuber Logan Paul, who he beat. So I think that's this article. I don't really feel like there's much more to this one, but I think the point that needs to be made is, you know, I wouldn't be using leverage. It's far too risky. You know, the one thing that I do agree, well, a couple of things that I do agree with here with 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗓 is the fact that, you know, you've got to learn from your mistakes. I mean, it's brilliant to have the resources like YouTube and Google these days in order to learn from other people's mistakes, but you're always going to make mistakes. I mean, I've made mistakes, Nick's made mistakes. You know, when we first got into crypto, there wasn't much like information out there really to support with a lot of things, right? And I think the information that's about now is much better, and I think you've got more people talking about it, and I think in essence you've got a fair amount of like adoption now, and although it's still early in this space, there's still plenty of time to make money, right? And to make those mistakes and learn from them. But this is why we always say put a little bit of cash in. Make sure if you're doing transfers to a wallet that you're not familiar with, do a small transaction first. You know, if you're new to crypto or you're about to get into crypto, put a little bit of money in, find out what it feels like, you know, because it's a volatile market. It goes up and it goes down, and you get swings, you know, between 30 and up to 50%, right, which is rare in comparison to other projects. So, you know, it's really important to get used to it, see how it feels. You know, are you constantly, you know, anxious because it's gone down 30%? You know, how does it feel when it goes up 10%? You know, those sorts of things. So for me, interesting, but I really wanted to highlight this one to show that, you know, how risky leverage is. Now, I'm pretty sure 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗓 has people around him that, you know, could help him with this sort of stuff. I'd be surprised if he doesn't. So, you know, I think this goes to show that anybody can make mistakes in crypto, and to be careful, right? You know, do test runs. I think that's really important. You know, do things with a little bit of money. You know, like myself, I'm testing out some trading bots. Now, I know that they're not going to be particularly good, like deep down, but, you know, I'll bung in a really tiny amount of money and see how it plays out. If it goes up and it does well and it's better than I thought, then fantastic. If it doesn't, then, you know, it was money I was willing to lose, expecting to lose, in fact. So, you know, that's everything that I wanted to cover off for this video. I hope that it was educational, you know, informative, and all that sort of jazz. If you did like the video, do give us a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. It helps the channel out immensely. It helps push all the content out. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Maybe we'll get to that 36 million subscriber count at some point, you know, in my lifetime, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, do that, and then you know, just tap the bell, select all notifications so you never miss a thing. Right. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.